Preparations of alkene. Preparations of alkenes, the various number of methods which are used for the preparation of alkene. The first method is the eliminations. Eliminations reaction is the main reactions to convert the single bonded compounds into double bonded compounds, whereas the other reactions is the addition reactions. In these addition reactions, the triple bonded compounds are converted into the double bonded compounds. Addition reactions, the triple bonded compound is converted into the double bonded compound by using selective reductions. The main reactions is the eliminations. In these reactions, the single bonded compounds are converted into the double bonded compounds. Double bonded compound. That is the main features for the eliminations reactions. Okay. The eliminations reactions are of three reactions through which we are prepared the alkene. That is, the first reactions is the dehydrohalogenations. Dehydrohalogenations, removal of hydrogens and halogens, dehydrohalogenations of alkyl halides. This is the first reactions. By using these reactions, we can prepare the alkene form alkyl halides. Okay. The second reactions is D. D means removal. Dehydrations reactions. Dehydrations means removal of water molecule. Dehydrations of alcohol. This is the second reactions through which we can prepare the alkene. The next is the third reactions. In third reactions, we can dehalogenations. Dehalogenation of vicinal dihalides and geminal dihalides. Okay, vicinal dihalides means when two halogens are attached at the adjacent carbon atoms, that is called as vicinal dihalides, and when two halogen atoms are attached on the same carbon atoms, that is called as geminal dihalides. These are the three eliminations reactions from which we can prepare the alkene. In all these reactions, we are convert the single bonded compounds into double bonded compounds. Okay, double bonded compounds. That is the features of eliminations reactions. Now, by addition reactions, we are also prepared the alkene. That's we need a more unsaturated compound than the alkene. That's why we are prepared the alkene from alkyne. Here we are prepared the alkene from alkyne. Okay. Here triple bonded compounds are converted into double bonded compounds, and that is done by using selective reduction method. That is done by using selective reductions. This is one of the method by using we are prepared the alkene. Now the first reactions we are discuss here, the dehydrations of alcohol. Okay, the dehydration of alcohol is the first method we are prepared. Dehydration of alcohol is the first method. By using this method, we are prepared the alkene. What is the meaning of dehydrations? Dehydrations means removal of water molecule. Removal of water molecule. Removal of water molecule is called as dehydrations. Natural, the name indicate everything. D means removal and hydrations means water. Okay, means removal of water molecule is called as dehydrations. This is the meaning of that reactions. Now in dehydration is also called as beta eliminations reactions. It is called as beta eliminations reactions. And the dehydrating agent used for these reactions is concentrated H2SO4. This is the dehydrating agent used for dehydrations. Also, another dehydrating agent is the alumina Al2O3. It is also called as carborundum. Now the order of dehydrations. First we are seeing the example of dehydrations. That is, first we take the primary alcohol for the dehydrations. Here the example of primary alcohol is ethyl alcohol. 2 carbon alcohol is called as ethyl alcohol. Now this hydroxycarbon is called as alpha carbon, and the next carbon is called as beta carbon. And removal of H and OH from adjacent carbon atom is called as intramolecular dehydrations. Basically, it is the intramolecular dehydration reactions. Basically, it is the intramolecular dehydration reactions. Okay. Therefore, by using concentrated H2SO4, here we are using a strong 95% concentrated H2SO4 for removal of water. This H2SO4 is nothing but the dehydrating agent. It is called as dehydrating reagent. Okay, this is called as dehydrating reagents. Its functions to dehydrate means removal of H and OH from adjacent carbon atoms. Here the OH containing carbon is called as alpha carbon and the adjacent carbon is called as beta carbon. Now the removal of water molecule is called as dehydrations. Here the H and OH are removed and we get CH2 double bond CH2 ethene, 2 carbon containing compounds ethene, or we are in common name we are called as ethylene. Here the byproduct is water. Okay. The second example is the secondary alcohol. If we take the secondary alcohol for the dehydrations, secondary alcohols means the carbon which is attached to 2 carbon atom is called as secondary carbon, and the OH attached to the secondary carbon is called as secondary alcohol. For example, the secondary alcohol is secondary propyl alcohol. Secondary propyl alcohol is the example of secondary alcohol, or propane tool. In IUPAC name we can call it as propane tool. Now secondary alcohol undergo faster dehydration as compared to primary alcohol. Here the OH carbon containing carbon is called as alpha carbon and the adjacent carbon is called as beta carbon atoms. Now dehydration means removal of H and OH from the adjacent carbon atoms. From what beta carbon atoms we are removing the hydrogens? Both the carbons are same. That's why any carbons from which we are removing the hydrogens, the product becomes same. Here the condition is changed. Here primary alcohol we are using the 95% concentrated H2SO4 and 573 Kelvin temperature is needed for dehydrations. Here the in secondary alcohol only the 60% concentrated H2SO4s are used and the 373 Kelvin temperature are needed to dehydrate the alcohol, and we get the alkene, propene. 3 carbon containing alkene is called as propene, or common name we are called as propylene. Here the common name we are called as propylene, and the byproduct is water. This is the product in the secondary alcohol. While in tertiary alcohol, if you take the tertiary alcohol for the dehydrations, third one we are taken the tertiary alcohol for the dehydrations. In every reactions, removal of H and OH is called as dehydrations, no problem. But tertiary alcohol undergo faster dehydration than secondary alcohol and primary alcohol. Here the example of tertiary alcohol is tertiary butyl alcohol. Here we are taken the tertiary butyl alcohol. That tertiary carbon means the carbon which is attached to 3 another carbon is called as tertiary carbon. Now the OH bond in tertiary alcohol is weaker bond, and the beta carbon, here beta carbon This carbon is also beta carbon. This carbon is also beta carbon. From which we are removing any beta carbon hydrogen atom from the beta carbon atom, the product becomes same. Therefore, there is no problem for the dehydrations here. A single product is obtained. Okay. The H and OH are removed from adjacent carbon atom. Here we are using the 60% concentrated H2SO4 in secondary. Here in primary alcohol, we are using 95% concentrated H2SO4. In this tertiary alcohol, we are using only 20% concentrated H2SO4 for the dehydrations. 20% concentrated H2SO4 for the dehydrations. And the temperature become 363, means less temperature is required because these bonds are weaker bond. COH bonds are weaker bond. Now the H and OH remove from the adjacent carbon atoms and we get a product called as isobutylene. Second last carbon containing 1 CH3 means iso. 4 carbon means but and double bonds means YLEN. This is the common name. In IUPAC name 1, 2, 3 means 2 methyl prop 1 ENE. Okay, so this is the product. But the conditions for the dehydrations are different. The ACE of dehydrations means the easiness of dehydrations. ACE of dehydration means easiness of dehydrations. ACE of dehydrations is tertiary alcohol undergo faster dehydrations because here the conditions are very less concentrated H2SO4 and less temperature are required for the dehydrations. Secondary alcohol required more concentrated H2SO4 and more temperature for the dehydrations. It is the slower dehydrations. Whereas in primary alcohol, it is very difficult to dehydrate the alcohol, primary alcohol. This is the order of dehydrations. The ACE of dehydration is tertiary alcohol, then secondary alcohol and primary alcohol. Now, in eliminations reactions, if there is the more than 2 products are obtained, then by using a Sedzep rule, which product is major product and minor product. Now, when 2 products are obtained, when 2 products are obtained in eliminations reactions, 2 products are obtained in dehydrations reactions, dehydration reactions, which of the following product is major product and minor product? Which product is major, which is major product, and which is minor product? That major product is according to the Sedzep rule in eliminations reactions. We can say that the major product is according to the Sedzep rule. Okay. Now, by using the Sedzep rule, one of the example we are taken here for to explain the Sedzep rule. Here we are taken the secondary butyl alcohol. In secondary butyl alcohol, when we undergo dehydrations of secondary butyl alcohol, this is the example of secondary butyl alcohol, or it is also called as butane 2-ol. Now, when this secondary butyl alcohol undergo dehydrations by using 60% concentrated H2SO4 and at 373 Kelvin temperature. Now, the problem is here that hydroxycarbon is called as alpha carbon, but it has 2 different beta carbon atoms. It has 2 different beta carbon atoms. Now, the product obtained are 2 types. Here from the product obtained by these reactions are of 2 types. That is, one product is eliminated from the more substituted carbon. Here that carbon is called as more substituted. That beta carbon is called as more substituted because here the CH3 group is attached. And if we remove the hydrogen from the more substituted carbon atom, we get one alkene, that is CH3 CH double bond CH3, that we are called as but2ene. And the next less substituted carbon, here that beta carbon is called as less substituted carbon. The hydrogen is removed from that less substituted carbon. We get the second alkene, that is CH2 double bond CH CH2CH3, that is but 1-ene. Now the question arises, is that the two products are same or different amount? Therefore, whenever be there is the eliminations reactions, if we get a two or more product, the which product is major product, and that major product is according to the Set-Zep rule. We are decide from the Set-Zep rule. Now, what is the Set-Zep rule? At from these two product, that is but 2-ene and but 1-ene, which is the major product, that 2-ene is the major product and but 1-ene is the minor product. It is 80% and it is 20%. Now how we are decide it is major and it is minor? Thus the stability of alkene, from the stability of alkene we are decide which product is a more product, major product. Here the alkene is more substituted. That double bonded carbon, next carbon is called as alpha carbon. That double bonded carbon which is called as next carbon is called as alpha carbon. And there are alpha hydrogen atoms for this alkene. And hence according to the hyperconjugation concept, more the number of alpha hydrogen, more stable the alkene. We are already discussed this hyperconjugation concept. If you are not remember this, you can watch on YouTube channel. Okay, then this alkene has two alpha hydrogen atoms, and that's why according to the hyperconjugations it is a less substituted alkene, and less substituted alkene are less stable. Therefore, according to the Set-Zep rule, whenever we in the eliminations or dehydrations reactions, two or more alkenes are obtained, then which alkene is the major product? According to the Set-Zep rule, the alkene which is more substituted, the alkene which is more substituted, the alkene which is more substituted, the alkene which is more substituted is the major product in the reactions. Okay, and the alkene which is lesser substituted is the minor product. This is called as Set-Zep rule. Whenever be there is the two or more product obtained in the dehydration reaction, then the major product obtained in the dehydrations reactions, which is more substituted alkene, is the major product according to the Set-Zep rule. Okay, now next the mechanism of dehydrations. This is called as Set-Zep rule. Okay, now the mechanism of dehydrations is clearly explained why tertiary alcohol is undergo faster dehydration than secondary alcohol than primary alcohol. The next point is the mechanism of dehydrations. Okay, mechanism of dehydrations. Mechanism means stepwise explanations of the reactions is called as mechanism. Here the mechanism of dehydrations, acid catalyzed mechanism of dehydration is take place in 3 steps. In step first, here the example is taken as a ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol having the oxygen as a 2 non-bonding electrons. When undergo treated with H2SO4, here I am writing the H2SO4 as a Lewis structure here. Okay, concentrated H2SO4. And we know that as H2SO4 is the strong acid, it has tendency to donate the H positive. Here the lone pair electrons has tendency to accept these protons and form the coordination bond. This is the first step in the reactions. And we get a protonated alcohol. In first step, we get a protonated alcohol. Here the H positive. Plus the byproduct is HSO4 negative. HSO4 negative. Here HSO4 negative is the weak base. Here the byproduct is weak base. Here we get a protonated alcohol. Okay, this protonated alcohol in second step, there is no direct removal of OH. OH is removed as a good leaving group in the form of H2O. That's why we first need to protonated the alcoholic group. Again in second step, step second is that this protonated alcohol form the carbocations. This protonated alcohol, this is the protonated alcohol. Okay, this protonated alcohol undergo removal of water. In this way, this bond is break and the lone pair electrons are taken by the oxygen and the carbon carrying the positive charge. Heterolytic bond fission is there and water is the byproduct in the reactions. Here the carbocations are formed. Carbocations are formed in the reaction intermediate, and this is the slow step. And the slow step in the reaction is the rate determination step. Okay, means rate of reactions. The rate of these reactions, is directly proportional to stability of carbocations. Okay, stability of carbocations. More the stable the carbocations, more the product are formed. And we know that tertiary carbocations are more stable than secondary than primary. And hence the tertiary alcohols form the major product, means their dehydration rate are fast. Just by explain on the basis of mechanism. Here the rate of reactions is directly proportional to the concentration of alcohol, that is the unimolecular eliminations reactions called as even reactions, even eliminations reactions. Now in the third step, step third, that is deprotonations. Step third, what's happened? These beta hydrogens are removed by this weak base. By using that weak base, we are removing these beta hydrogens. And when the beta hydrogens is removed, they donate the lone pair electrons to the carbon. And that's why the carbon-carbon double bond is formed by the deprotonations of carbocations. Plus H2SO4 is again generated. Here the H2SO4 use, and then in the completion of reaction, H2SO4 is again regenerated. Such a chemical compound which are used as a catalyst, we can say that it is a catalyst, or it has used as a dehydrating agent, because it does not consume in the reactions. It only carry out the reactions, and means it does not consume in the reactions, and such a chemical compound we are called as catalyst. That's H2SO4 is act as a catalyst as well as dehydrating agent in the reactions. Now the information is that the carbocation form in the reactions is the rate determination step, and that's why rate of reaction is depend upon the stability of carbocations. Rate of reaction is depend upon the stability of carbocations. More the stable the carbocations, more faster the reactions. And we know that the tertiary carbocations are more stable than secondary carbocations, than primary carbocations. And that's why the order of dehydration is faster in tertiary alcohol than secondary than primary. This is the given informations from the mechanism. Now the carbocations has a property to rearrangement. Rearrangement is the property of carbocation, carbocations property is the rearrangement. Means if any primary carbocations is there, it want to convert into the secondary carbocations, and secondary carbocations want to convert into the stable tertiary carbocations. And this is done by shifting, by 1-2 shift. This is done by 1,2 shift of hydrogen, methyl group or phenyl group. 1,2 hydride shift, 1,2 methyl shift, 1,2 phenyl shift, and the stable product is obtained by convert the primary carbocations into secondary if it is possible. If it is not possible, then the product is there. But if there is the possibility of conversions of less stable carbocations into the more stable carbocations by shifting 1,2 shift of hydrogens, methyl group or phenyl group, then it is possible to shift and we get the major product as a secondary or tertiary. For example, I have given one explanations for the shifting of hydrogens. Here the dehydrations of N-butyl alcohol. N-butyl alcohol undergo dehydrations by using concentrated H2SO4. What is the product obtained? In general theme, we are decide that this is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon, and the product is CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH2 plus H2O. This is the product obtained by dehydrations using concentrated H2SO4. But it is a minor product. It is a minor product. The major product of the reaction is CH double bond CH CH3. How this is happen? How this is happen? We just know the rearrangement of carbocations in the dehydrations reactions because it is occur in the even mechanism of formation of carbocations. Here we are just discussing from the mechanism. Here the N-butyl alcohol, I have taken N-butyl alcohol here, and the acid catalyzed H2SO4 means H positive. It undergo protonated in first step. We get protonated alcohol. H2O positive. Now in second step, they undergo deprotonation and formation of carbocations. Here the primary carbocations are formed plus H2O. Now this primary carbocations has tendency to convert into the secondary carbocations by 1,2 hydride shift. Because it is the primary carbocations, it is less stable and it has tendency to shift one of the beta hydrogens. Here 1,2 shift. By shifting the hydride, it is converted into the secondary stable carbocations. And then they undergo eliminations. Okay, they undergo removal of hydrogen from that beta carbon or that beta carbon atom, and from this we get two product. Here we get two product. One is the major product and another is the minor product. If we remove the hydrogen from that beta carbon atom, we get but2ene as a product. And if we remove from the beta hydrogen atom from that carbon atom, we get 1-butene. But according to the stability rule of Sedgwick rule, we know that more the stable the alkene, more major is the product. That is, major is the product, and less stable the alkene, minor is the product, according to the Sedgwick rule. So this is the informations that by using 1,2 shift, we can decide which product is major. Otherwise, you can given the wrong answer for these reactions. Okay, Badukle.